don't know past that, and we're so close to it now. It's just the 1 hour, just bullish.
I just got another 10 pips there.
Well, where did you buy from?
5-minute entry.
You love that.
He loves it. He absolutely loves it.
I've closed 75%.
Yeah, surely we got to do a bit of a pullback here.
Yeah, surely.
Well, I'd seen it. There was like a 5-minute rejection off a level that I had drawn, so I thought I'd risk only a 0.1.
What's the account at now? Over 100.
£97, 36 pence.
Or close. Maybe you get something on gold later.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I wish this 4 hour would just pull, like, have a nice pullback for a bit, create some bearish candles, form a support.
Yeah. Then you got a solid trade. Then again, that 30-minute.
Yeah,
too close to that 4 hour.
The 1 hour's probably going to close. Like, the main thing about this 1 hour, you want to see it break through this candle high at least, because then otherwise that isn't showing good signs of, like, every other candle's broken the high. You know what I mean?
I just don't like buying up over here in these situations. Like, sometimes it's good, but sometimes you could get that continuation. But judging by this, we're so late to the party.
I don't like, especially if this forms now on the 30, like just the 1 hour close is just so weak. I just don't like that as well.
Plus, is that all we're going to need for a 4 hour bottom wick? It's just so tricky to tell at this stage.
It's not far to that 4 hour level either, is it?
No. I have to admit, yeah, I'm thinking more, you know, this is gonna be, it's gotta be some form of retracement, or we need to do like an actual consolidation, and then like a confirmation. So like, if we create this resistance here, and we just create some form of a range in here, and then we break up later on, that might be better, and then I can say cool, we can continue.
I won't be getting Office 30.
No, not Office 15 either.
That you must have no more pro, because you're getting ads in the corner.
Oh shit, maybe my building go through.
Are you paying monthly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh sugar, yeah, you're right, I think that's why.
There's a way to get the pro version for free, but I couldn't. This guy was trying to tell me how to do it, but I didn't really understand what he was saying. Like the best version, I mean.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if it's just like a limited edition, like you can have it for a few months or something.
Not sure. Hey, good morning, YouTube.
I'm going to get a PC this week, I think. We're going to have a look today.
Nice.
Oh, well done, mate.
Send a picture of the specs when you get it.
I've been looking up a little bit, I just have no idea about all the specs and that.
If you need any help, I'm no expert, but you can obviously send it my way.
Let me know which one you've got, I'll have a little look at that one, and I can compare it to other ones.
I've got the, it's called, I think it's called Predator.
Predator?
I think so. I think that's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Is that?
Did you get yours Curry's, did you?
Yeah.
Ace Predator Orient 3000.
Yeah, I got the one that's it's like 1200, 1100.
Yeah, I think this one now is what there's 1 for 1 4. There's 1 for 1, yeah, 1 2.
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Yeah, 1 Intel Core. That one's Intel Core i5. The other one's Intel Core i7.
I think mine's 7.
Yeah.
Well, it
What,
should
four?
be. No, do you know what? Mine isn't. Mine's not that one. Mine's a different core processor. It's like some gaming one.
Was it Acer?
Yeah.
Oh, it's on it, but I can't actually read it. It's like I've got a green sticker. Like a green sticker.
That's your graphics card, isn't it? NVIDIA.
Yeah.
Yeah, this graphics card pack processor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there, yeah. I think I found the one you've got. Yeah. I think it might have gone up a bit.
Right.
Yeah, the i7 one's 1.4.
Yeah. That's gonna be pretty good though.
Yeah, yeah. I'm thinking of spending around overall on the whole thing about 1.5.
Yeah.
I need to get
Yeah,
a keyboard.
Yeah,
Keyboard.
1.5 is good, but it depends how good of a system you want.
You type in system information into that search bar at the bottom, it tells you your specs.
Nice.
I've got i5 7300, so it's a high-end i5.
So you've had yours for a few years, then, have you?
Yeah,
And
it
it's still-
was good when I got it.
Yeah, yeah.
I want a new one now. Mine's just a laptop.
Oh,
So yeah, GN is looking nice for sales today. If we can stay below this resistance 4 hour, if we can create resistance below here. So you can see we had push up, break above the range overnight, push up, create a further resistance, form support, could not respect that support, so we broke down back into the range. We now want to see 4 hour candles leaving the range to come down. So we basically want to see resistance forming within this top wick of the 4 hour that pushes either back into the range or breaks its current low, and then we can push down to our support levels of target that we can clearly see.
Did you look for like a 30-minute resistance or?
Yeah, so you can see
Yeah.
we're at this, we've got this current 30-minute range, that's our 4 hour resistance, so it's probably going to be much better below this level here. It's going to make more sense. 4 hour would be bearish at that stage, so that would make a lot more sense. So obviously GJ we know is pushing up at this current stage. My problem with GJ is obviously we've moved up so much to be buying. I mean, it is the first 30-minute bearish candle in complete fairness, but I mean, in terms of continuation, it's very tricky. I mean, let's look on the daily. I'm trying to understand where we're at right now, because if we're coming into resistance, or I mean, from a daily perspective, there's definitely resistance coming up. This is going to be a daily resistance. It's basically around 167. So 167 we could get to today. We've got this rejection wick over here.
Yeah, that's my runner target, 167.
So it is, yeah. I mean, we could continue. There's no doubt. That shouldn't even be there. That should be at 167.
probably be more convinced if we got to close above that 4 hour. But then the stops are like just on like 30, they're like 25. Oh, no.
Might be better to wait for support above there.
Yeah, but are we going to get that? That's the only thing.
Maybe not.
So bullish.
It's very tricky to tell.
Gold's gone back to the same range it was in London session yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. At least it's broken that 1 hour high though, cousin.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. That's the first sign probably we're going to continue. But yeah, I'll see how this hour closes. I think if it does go about that 4 hour, I will get in.
You think you will get in for what?
If we break above 690,
Okay. I'll just.
if not, I probably won't. Obviously I do want to keep in mind about everything that's been going on, like down here, but if we're still breaking high time frame levels, I'd have to assume that we're going to continue, probably. Don't want to smash up too much either.
Yeah. The issue is that when you're taking positions, our stops are going to have to go below the current 4 hour candle. That's the only thing you have to remember. So any candle that comes down, we're out, and then the 4 hour will, you know, flip, start coming down like that. That's the issue. But like you say, you know, we're getting signs of continuation, but we'll see. I mean, I'm not quite decided what I want to do yet. I mean, this is a rule, like this is an entry, you know, it is, but it's one of them entries that you know that there's a little bit less probability, because I mean, we say that, but obviously price has been moving so bullish. There's definitely momentum in the market. You cannot deny the momentum, but we're due some form of a pullback. So, you know, would you want to buy here, right at the top, and then get caught with a harsh rejection of this area and a big drop? You know, you're out, and that's your first trade of the week, and you're done very quickly. That's the problem. But then your next candle could shoot up. We don't know.
Sorry.
Try it.
With this point, it would be better to wait for a pullback, definitely.
It feels better to wait for a pullback, but I mean, it's the market. You know, sometimes you don't get pullbacks.
Because we had a bearish candle, why aren't we carrying on down? Like, you'd think if we're going to get a pullback, it'd be nice to give us some clear bearish candles.
Yeah. My MP5 just wants to re-download itself quick.
No one
Did
said
any-
anything, have they?
Nah, no one's even said good morning. I ain't even got a good morning today. Yeah, what's the YouTube saying?
After all you've done for them.
Did anyone catch any buys last night? Nobody catch any buys this morning? Early Asian or? Oh, George says hi. Such a wind up, George.
Just get it going.
Yeah. Yeah, get it going. I like that. Yeah, gold's kind of similar to GN, to be honest, but we can, if you get lower time frame, breaking back above this level, then this and this are going to be targets 4 hour.
Yeah, that could look proper good.
Yeah, because especially if you get a tap down to here and then it flies up for MY, that's going to make a nice
That week's getting filled.
Yeah, up to this rejection point.
Buy that we discussed on gold before we went off yesterday, that worked out well good for me.
Oh yeah. Very good. Ooh, sorry.
The 5-minute entry I got, I can't remember whereabouts it was, but
Probably out after that consolidation that we spoke about, right?
yeah, that was it, yeah. It closed, I think I got in as an impulse as it broke the highs of all the others,
Right.
and then it closed above as well, so.
Okay. Oh, it's bright today. Right, last 5 minutes. I'm really not sure what I want to do here today.
Yeah, that's my rule. If it doesn't close above 4 hour, I'm not going in. No matter how it closes.
Yeah, it's a tricky one, isn't it? I'd much rather this 30-minute pullback, not close above, and then
Yeah.
we can have a bit of a consolidation. Would be better, like I was saying. While there's no consolidation, it's very tricky because sometimes you get these like false candles that make out that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it looks like it wants to carry on up and then just smash down.
And then you get a bad reaction. GJ's gone, no way to safely catch it now. There is a way to safely catch it. You'd have to wait for a pullback is the safest way. This situation right here, if you want to take it, you'd have to expect price to continue. You know what I mean? There's no way that it can start really pulling back hard or breaking the current 30-minute low. It would not be an ideal situation at all. So you really have to expect it to continue, to be honest. But I don't really like the idea. It's a tricky one because it does fit my rules in terms of what I look for. It is obviously a continuational state, but it just something's a bit of experience tells me that. Thank you for the subscription. Yeah, a bit of experience tells me that it's very tricky to be buying. But it may work out. That's the problem. It may genuinely work out fine. But there's also this side of it that actually, we could get some bad heavy rejections of this 690. Or we're going to smash up to 167 and we're not going to get any rejections until we start pushing up to the next key level. So it's tricky. But, if you guys like the idea, then there's an opportunity. Stops realistically, you have to go below the current 4 hour. It's about 23 pips, so you at least sort of want to target the same. So you're looking at about 166, 850, something like that. Or can we get this 30-minute closing us below resistance, and then we can see if we can get a proper pullback and not, get caught in any sort of move too early, which I think would be much better, personally. I'd be much happier for that to happen. I'm in while it's breaking previous 30-minute high. I think that's, being completely honest, I think that's really tricky. I think if you're going to take a buy, you'd have to wait for this count to close.
That's the old style of trades, isn't it?
Yeah, I would not have been in that.
Not a criticism. I think there's occasions that can work. If this was above, if we had a resistance level like right here, and the fresh break, you had price close above, next candle close bearish, next one respects the range and breaks the high. Yeah, cool. Good. That can work. Little entry style I used to have, but where we are right now, it's tricky. It is tricky. It could work out nice, but it's tricky because now what would you do then? You took that impulsive move, and then this 30-minute doesn't even close above resistance. How would you manage that trade at that stage? It'd be tough to manage, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's a difficult one. But you can see now the candles, this 1 hour candles got much smaller than the previous candles. My concern. I feel the 30-minute even might not even close above, like we were saying. The last 30 seconds is looking like it's finding some rejection. So we might not even get that opportunity for an entry anyway. Yeah, it looks like it's finding rejection here. You see these 5-minute candles like that? Never like to look at 5-minute candles like that. Or is it going to close above? Like right at it. Yeah, it did
Just
close
above.
above. Yeah, it did close above. But it's a
Just.
very weak candle. Yeah, very weak candle. The 1 hour candle closed like a doji. Yeah, I ain't playing with this. Don't feel right to be taking buys right here. So that's the problem when you take impulsive moves over here, because now if this candle starts coming down, smashing down, it's going to be very tricky.
They should get a chance to get out though if it flips.
Yeah, I mean, since the 30, it did close above, but it does feel like a rejection, doesn't it? But the fact it's closed above, it's good. You know, the next candle could drive up. No, no ways of saying that it can't. But would I say it's likely? I'm not sure. Going off
Yeah,
what we can see.
close it. It's quite grim.
We've seen that before, where it can continue with a smaller close like that, but not where we are in the market. If this was like over here, yeah, cool, we can get a little continuation. But look at the move. We haven't even had one bearish candle until now, our session. So it's very tricky. It's very, very tricky. But it may still play out. It may still flip up, fill that wick, continue up.
I wouldn't get in it.
I don't fancy it.
It looks better on my MetaTrader. The close was a bit higher, but
30 minutes the only thing that looks alright. 1 hour doesn't. 4 hour just too early to know. 15 minute looks like a rejection. So 15 minute doesn't look very nice. But 30 minute looks okay. To say okay, we had move up, bearish candle pull back, bullish candle respected the low. So we're not breaking lows, it's breaking the highs still. And it did slightly close above. So it shows you just based on the 30 minute, if you just zoomed in on that, you could say you could get a continuation. But then when you take all the other factors into consideration, like how much you've already moved, etc., you'd say to yourself, what's now the likelihood? You know what I mean? This is where it becomes tricky. I want a pullback. I'd rather lose a continuation than enter without a pullback first. Okay, it's sensible if you stick to that. It's sensible. I mean, I could just open a small position. I wish I wasn't sleeping during an Asian session like that. Yeah, I mean, look, you know, you're gonna. The thing I find is, you know, if I wake up and I see Asians had a big move like that, yeah, you kind of feel like, oh man, I wish I caught that move. I wish I was up during Asian, but you never know. Like, you could have taken that buy there during Asian and then price faked out, and then the move done up until London. So, you know, you'll never win. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. You'll always find, you know, people who don't trade London and they see the London session had a big move. They say the same thing. So just stick to your session. And, you know, you don't wanna. You don't ever want to be like annoyed that you have missed a move, or you know, because now you're just focused on your session at this stage. So we know that Asian's done the move, but now we know that London can give us a bit of a crumb. There's the cake, but we can get some crumbs.
nearly stopped my runner out there, but it didn't. Well, land on you anyway.
Where did you get in from?
Go to 5 minute. Go 5 minute chart.
Here.
This rejection, and then as we broke that, was stops there. The initial target was there, which was just over 10 pips, I think. Yeah, and then runners up there.
Okay. Interesting.
I think it was risking 7 pips or something.
Right, I agree. Yeah, the other thing as well is we're coming into 7 AM, which can be very dodgy. So this may look like, oh, it's making a bottom wick, flips up, makes the top wick, and then comes all the way back down. We've seen it so many times at 7 AM. Seen it too many times. Yeah, I think I'm going to stay out of this until we see a pullback. Doesn't feel right to be buying.
It'll be much better, wouldn't it, if we get a nice pullback, then you would retest those highs made there.
Yeah, yeah. I'm happy to let this one go, to be fair. Because I just don't have confidence in it. You know, if you don't have confidence in it, it's bad to stay out. You know, it's different when you see previous moves, and you know that it can play out. But with this, it's just like it doesn't feel like it can. But it might do, and if it does, you can jot it down, you can journal it. But you know, I do not have confidence in this position.
Bitcoin's just tested a monthly support level yesterday. Yeah. I bought some more this morning.
They're dropping, are they?
It's just retested a monthly support level, so I bought some. See what happens.
To get much or still?
Only $30.
Yeah.
Done the same wick sort of thing again. May drive up. Oh, don't get me wrong, there's no sells. It's not like we're looking for sells. It's just, do you really want to be buying here? But if you was in a buy, you'd have been in on the close, to be honest.
You'd be looking to at least secure some at that 4 hour level, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean that kind of is the one.
11 pips,
anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, you could have got away with the stops below probably the 30 minute. If not, it'd have to be below current 1 hour for like 18. And then your target would be up over here, about 750s. But yeah, it looks like it's driving up. Just not so sure, man. But it could be good to do its thing at this stage. But I don't want to be caught out in a buy, tap a certain profit taking level, and then bosh. It just, how much it's moved now, it's just like, yeah, nah. I do hate these situations, can't lie.
Yeah, they're annoying. Like you know it can continue with how much we've been pushing and the momentum we've got, but it just isn't the one, is it? We could project this 4 hour level anyway, so yeah. It's only a 10-pip move.
Yeah.
Shall we react there then?
Yeah. I mean, look, obviously, you don't want to be missing the move for your session, but this is a tricky one to be trying to catch. In fact, it's very risky as well, man. If it hit 750s, then I mean it was the play. If it goes to like 750s, 800s, it was the play straight up.
I got runners at 25 pips.
Nice.
Should have left a bit more than 0.01.
I hate these situations, GJ, man. Why's it got to do us like that today?
Do you think maybe that pullback there was the reaction to the 4 hour level? But it didn't actually get to the 4 hour level, did it? So
yeah,
maybe
that's
not.
the thing, it just doesn't feel like that. It's broken the 1 hour high again, but...
Especially after yesterday being a no trade day, it was just like today you wanted to come on and see something good.
Yeah, obviously look, it's annoying coming in and then it's like Wednesday, you still haven't taken a trade, but at the same time, you know, do you want to start your week off in the wrong way? I definitely think if you took it, you had to be break even by the 4 hour, probably.
Yeah.
Just the way that this trade plays. But I mean, it is around like 14 pips to be fair, so I don't know, man. I don't know. I think we'll obviously end up saying this was the move, because it, you know, but I think we're quite happy to miss it on this occasion. If we were up for the week, let's say we were up for the week and we already had, 2-3 winning positions, you could have given it a shot, but do you really want to start the week off with a trade where you're buying at the high and you're not really too sure whether it's going to continue or not? You're basically at resistance as well. It just doesn't really feel right to come in on a Tuesday and do that.
Yeah, I haven't got many data collections of this kind of move right where we're at.
Yeah, neither have I.
Rare. Reply must have caught some pips then. We've got on that break of the high.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You must be up a good amount, which is good.
Yeah, he got 10. It's gone about 12. It was a while ago, we got massive news in Asia for like a couple of weeks and then we just ranged in London.
Yeah, I remember. GM. GM was still waiting for the opportunity for this 4 hour to continue down. Struggling. Gold, not really doing much. GJ. So how's your cut? So you wrapped up the COVID now?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm still coughing and like really tired.
Yeah. I got the tiredness for a while.
That's the worst part about it, I reckon. Lethargy.
Yeah.
Mm. 15-minute close below.
momentum is usually one way to the open from about 75 minutes out. I've found usually. Okay.
What does that mean? It continues in the same way for 75 minutes?
I think that's what you mean.
Yeah. Like before open, we see that a lot, that we move bullish before open, then we get
Open just smashes down.
this switch. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know today. It's moved some pips, don't get me wrong, but if you had stops below the 30, I mean, you were laughing, to be honest. You know, you had over 1 to 1. If you had stops below the current 4 hour, then you're still waiting to at least 750. So if it can't get to 750, then it wasn't the move worth taking today. If it does get to 750, then that was the move today. There's no doubt about that. But I'm actually cool with sitting out with this one. If this was the last day of the week and I'd already had a couple wins, I probably would, be a bit different. But it doesn't feel right to start the week off like that when you know there's such a high chance they can just come down, reject you, and then you're just like, oh, why did I buy there?
There's definitely going to be better setups later today or tomorrow or whatever.
We'll see though. Could continue. All depends how we're going to react at this 4 hour level. But just to let you guys know now, actually, while I was thinking about that, so the first week of June there will be no streaming. There'll be no streams on the YouTube. There will be private Zoom for obviously HTG members, but it might not be all session because I am on holiday.
Oh, nice. Where are you going?
Spain.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, mate. We're going for a week in June, and then I'm going for 2 weeks in August. So. Yeah, so obviously the August one's a bit far away to even mention, but obviously the first week of June is only like 6 weeks, so yeah, first week of June I'm not going to be here. I'm not going to be on stream, just for a week, and then I'll be back. But I am obviously on the private Zoom for a bit, might only be like an hour in the morning.
Nice.
Yeah, Spain is 1 hour ahead than England.
Does that mean you got to get up earlier or later?
No, a bit later.
Nice.
So if I get up at 7, that's 6 AM UK time.
It's all good.
Morning, I bought it yesterday at 164.800 and still in. Oh, nice. Oh, 164.800, wow. Still in, very nice. Caught a monster move then. Where are you looking to close? What's your targets? Have you got targets in mind? Where's your targets? I was thinking by the end of the month that we were talking about yesterday, weren't we? By the end of the monthly getting to 167. We did say that yesterday. And I wasn't sure whether we were going to do it within this monthly candle, but maybe we could, judging by the volume today.
Seems like all the volume from Friday and Monday that we couldn't get is just coming in today, innit?
Yeah, well,
but that's probably it, innit?
it's always the way, innit?
I've just noticed there isn't a bottom wick on the monthly yet.
No,
I doubt
it's
it
straight
will
buys.
call that way.
No. No, I highly doubt it.
Never say never.
Yeah, never say never, but okay, let's have a little look at G end. Just waiting here the 9 minutes. Yeah, break of this support is gonna be much better. You got this whole range. Target will be 166 800 or 167. Makes sense. Yeah, if once GM breaks previous 4 hour low, it's gonna be off. GJ just still clearly wants to move up. I don't think we're gonna get a move here from GJ, to be honest.
And now for me, if we get close above this 4 hour, it's like the move started at the support, so now you're already up.
Yeah, you're too late.
Either if you want to be, yeah.
Yeah, it is too late. You almost had to be in to say, okay, when I get back to it, we'll see what happens. But it's been a weird sort of session, because you know it's been a long time since we've woken up and just seen such a beast of a move. In fact, last time I've seen this exact candle structure, the last time I've exactly seen this, I took a buy on the next candle because I wasn't convinced about that one, and then the next one just dumped me. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Literally did that, and then I said to myself, right, if I'd got in over here, I would have had an opportunity to be out by then. But so I learned from that mistake, but we'll see with this situation. It looks like it wants to continue, but yeah, it looks like I'm sitting out today. Looks like I'm sitting out of GJ today. Unless open like does a madness, pulls us all the way back, and then we can get some form of a position later on after open. That would be pretty good, but I just don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, and you definitely don't want to be trying to sell the pullback.
No. That is worse than trying to buy. If you sell the pullback, I cannot. Like, I know there'll be people.
When I used to do that.
Yeah. I know there'll be people right now planning for sells below it. And it's just like, why? Maybe with a lower resistance, yeah, but not without that. I think GN's going to be looking like the best play here today. Like I say, once this 4 hour flips, it should be good. I think just got to watch where the market open was.
Them wicks though, you'd never see that on GJ.
Nah. Not so like well structured like that.
It's mad.
Oh, GJ's off.
Ooh, 28 pips.
Yeah, looks like that was the move. Yeah, it has reached the 1-to-1, pretty much. Ish. A little bit more maybe. But still pretty good. So it looks like that was the play, but in most circumstances, not a good trade to be taken really.
I wasn't comfortable with that.
Nah, neither was I, so it's cool. There's always tomorrow. But let's say I did have GN as my official trading pair as well. Then I'd be saying to myself, right, I'm waiting for GN today. And then I could get nice sells on GN below the support. And that should be an easy session. gold though, I'm just not so sure what's going on with gold. I think gold is going to be better with a break above this resistance on the 30-minute. Once we break above 1981, gold should go very much to the upside.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a New York move that though, isn't it?
Yeah.
What was that,
HTG.
1981?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I've got alert on 1981.
No, nice. Yeah, GJ is off at this stage.
30 pips, let's go.
Oh yeah, definitely got 1-to-1 at this stage. My next target after 167, 167 149 and 167 8610. We'll see what pre-London / open does. Yeah, okay. Should be able to get to 167 by the end of the day if it's got this much volume. And now it's finding some reaction. I reckon 730 should pull it back, I reckon.
I think that final target for that guy's a bit optimistic.
Which, oh, you reckon?
Yeah. I wouldn't want to, if I'm in it now, I definitely want to be securing before.
Yeah, if I was in all the way from 166 800, oh no, sorry, if I was all the way in from 164 800, which is all the way down over here, I'd have to say 167 probably is a good, yeah, good. Well, to be honest, I would have been way out by now, but
yeah, final TP definitely.
so I can't really say, but I think yeah, final TP around 167, just because based over the monthly as well and the weekly, you can see we come into problems around 167. I think it was the weekly we had some form of a little rejection area. We're sort of at it now, really.
Yeah, and you'd hate to be up that much and then lose.
Yeah, or let it come
Or
back.
Let some come, yeah.
Yeah, it's a tricky one.
Just trail your stops at this point, probably, and profit.
definitely.
Yeah,
yeah.
trail him, stops and profit. That's a good piece of advice. Yeah, for sure.
See if we reject the area then.
Yeah, I want to see, because the last time this exact candle structure happened, I took a buy on the second candle because I wasn't convinced by this one. Or I think it was because I didn't think it closed above, but it like ever so slightly did. So I got in on this one, and then by then you're too late, and then this next candle just came down and smashed down. So it'd be interesting to see. this continues, that's mad.
What would you think about? Because now we have just closed above that 4 hour, haven't we? It's got
Yeah.
TJ for it. Zoom in a bit. Yes, because now we have closed above that 4 hour. So if this next one was to wick down, tap into this sort of area, then turn and flip bullish again, then go back up to there.
Could
What
make
about-
sense. It's just, I just don't know at this stage. How many more times are we going to form support? And if you look at the way we're forming support, does it feel like to you that we're getting a lot more pullback choppiness now? You know what I mean? That's my problem.
So the buy momentum's sort of wearing out.
Well, we thought, and then it continued. But if you look on the 1 hour, 1 hour is still open. So if you base it off this previous 1 hour candle, closed very doji like. If this 1 hour candle wicks up but closes crap the same, then you know you'll understand why. But it may work out. To be honest, I'm not that sure. To be completely honest with you, I've seen this plenty of times, just crash and burn. That it doesn't matter. It closed above the 4 hour level. You know, already we were skeptical, was it going to continue? So I think in this case, I think if you weren't in there, then I wouldn't be trying to play with it here. So for me, the only option I sort of want is if we break this structure here, pull back, start to find rejection lower down, and then I can look for trades to make our way back up. Basically, that's what I would look for. So if not, then obviously it's just no trading day for me today, and we come back tomorrow. You know. But
Does
obviously,
that make sense?
yeah, obviously it is annoying. You know, you haven't taken a trade, and then it's like Wednesday, and now you just got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to trade. But you know,
Speak for yourself.
yeah. Speak for myself. You're right. You're right. Exactly right.
I don't have to.
Yeah. And just, yeah, speak for me and Kelsey, but not George.
Gotta get that 5 minute risk.
Yeah, he loves it. Yeah, still no option on GN by the way yet, which is why you gotta be extra patient. The other thing as well is, even though 4 hour looks like we can continue down, daily on the other hand looks like we could continue up, right? So then you have to try and think, okay, well, where would I want to take buys? Okay, well, if we show signs of like what it's doing now, where it's tried to create resistance and we start breaking above, let's say this resistance right here, you could anticipate that price is going to continue moving bullish, and that the 4 hour isn't going to flip but make its way back up into above this range, and then for the daily to actually respect this resistance. So that'll be an interesting one. But we can still get sells, we just need to wait and see.
Are you live trading on GN now then?
Not yet, still collecting the data on it, just probably another month or two, and then I'll be ready.
Nice.
We are at resistance now, and I'm planning to take some profits off. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I think, look, I mean, if you let like a really small position run, that's not a problem at all. But if you've got good amount of profit, always advocate for securing profits. What's the saying? You never went broke securing profits. So would you lot get up to on a weekend? Bank holiday.
Yeah, a bit of family, did a bit of stuff on gold as well.
Nice.
Went
Just
to a
you.
garden centre yesterday.
Oh, lovely. Did you enjoy that?
I kid you not, the meal was one of the nicest meals I've had in a long time. And you wouldn't expect that from a garden centre, would you?
No.
It was handmade burgers. It was bloody gorgeous.
Get chips in it as well.
Yeah, homemade chips as well, yeah. I think it was only a tenner as well, I think.
Good deals at garden centres for like food and drink.
I haven't been to a garden centre in years.
Yeah.
I don't even have a garden. Went with my grandma.
So wait, if you don't have a garden, why did you go to a garden centre?
Went with my grandma. She's getting
Okay.
She don't drive, so
Helping out the grandma, yeah.
yeah.
Very nice. Oh, did you chat to your friend then? What did he say?
He was busy all day yesterday, so I'll
Oh,
told him
okay.
I'll have it today instead.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I watched that new Kingsman film yesterday as well.
Oh yeah,
It's very good.
do you think?
Yeah. Did you watch it?
I haven't seen it yet, no.
It's not the same as the others. It's about how the Kingsmen were made, if you get me.
It's the like prequel version.
Yeah. It was pretty good.
Okay.
Quite long though.
It's the Tyson Fury fight this weekend.
Is it?
Yeah,
What day is it?
Saturday I think.
I'm gonna write this down because I cannot miss that. Who's he fighting?
Dillian White.
Oh, yes.
Haven't they fought twice before?
I'm not sure. I don't know. Have they fought before?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
He's-
Unless it was before his before he got his title.
Yeah, it
stripped.
might have been like ages ago, but I can't remember them fighting recently, if that
Maybe
makes
not.
sense.
Where are they fighting? Do you know? Is it in
Yeah, it's
UK
at
or
UK.
LA
Yeah,
or-
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
UK.
Should be a decent time.
4
then.
o'clock.
Yeah, no, the event starts at 4, but I think his fight will probably start at like
Late.
9. Yeah, 10, which is not
Yeah.
too late at all.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna be at the pub for that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you hate that when it's like American 10 p.m. because that's like 4
Yeah.
in the
AM.
morning.
Yeah, yeah. I've been there, mate. I've been there.
Oh, I'm well excited for that.
Oh, it's gonna be proper.
First one I watched was Anthony Joshua and Klitschko.
Oh yeah. I watched that at the pub actually. It was a weird fight there, that one.
I bet £5 against him, and I lost.
So did I. I bet on Klitschko, yeah.
Only bet with my mate though. I don't have any of these.
Okay.
Don't have any of them betting apps and that. But
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, it wasn't like AJ was all over him, was it? It was
No,
quite an even fight.
I thought it was a good fight.
Yeah,
That was the first proper fight I watched, really.
yeah. I mean, he's lucky, AJ, because obviously he did basically fight a retired boxer. I don't think he would have won if that was Klitschko back in the day, nice and fresh.
Probably not, no. Him fighting, was it Andy Ruiz? That was just, to watch that, it was just embarrassing.
Oh yeah,
It's
that.
the first time.
Oh yeah, that was funny though. I enjoyed that. He had to be shown in it that you know.
There was rumours going around that he'd been threatened by the Mexican mafia in that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about
it
that.
just looked, well, yeah, it probably wasn't true, but it just looked so like he was letting him win.
Nah, no way was he letting him win. He just got done.
Yeah.
Bruv, you gotta hear that Andy Ruiz guy talk, man. He's like the most gentlest, normal guy you'd ever hear.
Is he?
Oh, mate, yeah, he's no way involved with no mafia. He's like the softest man going, but he's like a hard person as well, if that makes sense. Yeah, if you ever listen to an interview, you'll know what I mean. You'll instantly go, oh yeah, there's no way this man's... Like, you think he wouldn't hurt a fly, but he does he can do some damage.
You'd knock it out instead.
Mm.
But no, Fury AJ would be the best fight.
Yeah, that. Well, I don't think it's ever going to happen. Because
It might not, yeah.
Fury's saying this is going to be his last fight, so he reckons.
Well, he's getting quite old now, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, for boxing, I suppose, yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know, maybe they'll still have it out, I don't know.
It's weird 'cause you think Tyson Fury's old, but he's only 33.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he reminds me
From
of like
boxing,
a
he's
40-year-old.
Yeah.
They might do one of them expedition fights where it don't count towards the belt.
Hmm. I do think though that Fury and AJ should have it out.
I would actually pay to watch it instead of illegally streaming it.
Yeah, I'd actually pay to watch that one.
Well,
Who would you want
should
to
have
win?
said that live on YouTube.
Oh, that's alright. Who would you want to win?
You'd have to back Fury.
Yeah, you'd have to go Fury. Oh, I'd go Fury anyway, any day of the week. I don't actually like AJ.
I did. Oh, breaking the highs.
Looks like it wants to continue up. Looks like no pullbacks today.
If this does continue, that'll probably be, if I look back, the entry for me, awesome.
You reckon?
I think, yeah, just because then we got that confirmation about the 4 hour, which is what I wanted. But I think he can still reject past the open because
Yeah.
how much we've been bullish. Well, this could start being a rejection if we do start, you know, and then breaks the high and then it starts smashing back down.
Mm.
It's hard sometimes because like sometimes you look at it and think like, yeah, it just doesn't like it wants to push anymore, and then it just does, and you're like, oh shit.
Mm.
A couple entries pass you by. Yeah, if only these moves happen in Asia though, it would have been the play.
Mm. Yeah, I think we'll get a nice easy move tomorrow then. GN. Even though GJ's like moved a little bit, it's been quite a slow market day, if that makes sense. Like gold's done nothing. GJ, yeah, obviously has continued up a little bit. Uh, 166.80 target hit, very nice. So what are you gonna do? You bagging up more profits? Makes sense, right? Let a little piece run to 167. Makes sense. How many likes we got on stream today? 9. It's terrible.
I said 11.
Yeah, it says 11 for me too.
Was it? Oh,
Let me restart it. Might change. Yeah, 11. Didn't close.
Right, guys, I'm just gonna go make a drink, and I'll be back in like a few minutes. So you two are on entertainment duty, and then I think we're gonna watch GN for the minute. See what happens with GN, because if GN breaks up before open, then I think this 4 hours gonna smash up. But if it starts breaking down below the support, then we could get this 4 hour flip that we wanted. Alright, I'll be back in a couple minutes. Bear with me.
What, 33 pips am I running now?
Did you close up, did you, George?
I got 0.01 up
Oh, it's
33
still running.
pips. Yeah,
Oh.
or 30 pips now. But just put the runner to 167. Obviously, stop losses are, well, it's 1 pip in profit, so.
Yeah.
Wish I'd left a bit more. I did actually have a 0.2 on that. I thought it was 0.1, but 0.2.
Is it you that's yawning, George?
Probably.
Someone put your yawning irritating people. It's not good enough.
Oh damn! I'm nearly at £100 now.
Oh yeah, little runner's gonna do it for you.
If it makes it. I'm definitely gonna be looking at gold throughout the rest of the day. I'm probably gonna stay on till about. I'll probably have a break from in between this session and next, and then come back for New York.
Yeah.
And stay until probably about 3, maybe.
Yeah, I normally start looking at gold about 10 till 2, so I'll be looking for stuff in that session as well.
Oh, she's running.
Still going. Let's go back on GJ. Yeah, it was, man, it's hard to say, like, I feel like I should have been in, but it didn't quite play out how I wanted it to. That's alright.
I don't know how I got 2 really good 5-minute entries.
They were nice.
I normally keep the 5-minute entries to gold, to be honest. It's not as accurate on GJ, I've noticed.
I struggle with GJ doing 5-minute, mate. I can't do that. I don't think I'll ever trade like that on 5. It's just not really my style.
You've got to have everything else with you.
Yeah, I thought that. But you can definitely get better entries off a 5. Because you get it before. Yeah. You get it before the other time frames.
But obviously it's a much weaker confirmation, so.
Dobbs have probably normally got to be smaller as well.
Yeah, mine was 7 pips stop.
Yeah, 7-8 pips. Yeah, anyone here catching any buys in GJ? There was definitely options. But that's a tricky thing. It's not Monday, it's Tuesday, and it's still really the first day of the week for GJ.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't think I got any GJ trade yesterday. We didn't get one, did we?
Nah. There was some sales that open, weren't there? But they were just... They were a very small move. That was like 12 pips or something. They were still in that overall range. Because then remember later, H was saying about getting them sales below that low, and then it just bounced off the lows and then just continued up. Pre-MY.
Yeah. I had it all marked out what I wanted it to do. I think I sent it into the Discord and it did make the support above where I drew I wanted it to.
Yeah. That's good.
I'm up 39 pips.
So you hold to 167.
Mine's closed now, 41 pips.
Yeah. I think you want to be out before open anyway.
I took it 41 pips.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, all I'll be looking for now is probably a tap of 167, an actual pullback to the 4-hour level, and then to retest that 167.
You could still get that draw in London, to be honest, because it's not. We've still got 10 minutes to the open, haven't we? So
Yeah, definitely. We'd need open to. We'd need this candle to
Pull
close
back.
pretty far. Yeah, we get pulled back in. Oh, was it? Oh, I think it might have been Harrison Jordan.
all right.
He said I can't help it. That's what happens when you have to get up early. Are you off the COVID? Are you now for like another few days?
Yeah, well, I'm not in this week as well, so
That's nice.
all right. £99.
So close. This is where like you get it so close to 100, and then you just take a trade and you lose to another trade. And lose. Like, oh, no.
Full margin it and lose it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not even been a bearish 1 hour since yesterday.
I know, it's just been straight buys. I just really didn't like that. That previous 1 hour candle was just dodgy. Like it, that was the only thing that like really put me off. I think the case was though we didn't actually tap into that 4 hour level, so that 4 hour level, because we come up so high, but that needed to be tapped. So I think based off that, you could have been looking for a buy to test that level. If you went break even, you'd never got stopped out. That first trade of the week though, you are always extra careful. At least I am anyway. I feel very like it is in a way a make or break, because if you do start off the week badly on a Tuesday, that ain't going to be good for the rest of the week.
No, because then you feel like you're playing catch up, don't you?
Yeah, I don't mind. Like I took losses on Mondays a lot, but then you have 4 days to kind of catch it, and then if you're up again, you don't have to trade the Friday. But it's like if you now took a loss today, you have 2 days, and then Friday, which is not the day you want to be getting back your losses.
Yeah, I suppose it would be good if like H is trying to get that GN in. It'd be good to have an extra one 4 days like this where you can't really do it with GJ. Gold's not in a position to trade just yet.
Yeah, definitely.
I suppose all the pound pairs for the London session would be.
They're all quite good, aren't they?
Yeah.
GUs.
I've been looking at pound USD. Yeah.
Yeah, I find that quite tricky, but a lot of people do trade that quite well.
It has a higher volume to like a lot. It's one of the most traded ones, isn't it?
Yeah, have a look now on it.
Major pair. There you go. That's what I mean. I've not done any back testing on it at all, so I wouldn't want to touch it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It seems to be quite a lot of ranges, but then when you break out very hard. It runs nicely once you do that. I don't think I'll look at GN. I'll just probably stick to GJ for London.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future, but I think I just like doing one pair at a time. You know, when you get like 2 pairs entering at the same time, you're like, which one do I take?
Yeah, and then if you take one and then the other one comes in, you'll be pissed off.
And the other one loses, you're like, fuck, should take the other one.
Yeah, I'm definitely just going to stick to GJ and gold.
Yeah, they're my fave. Yeah, I'm looking at gold and then why. I mean, eventually I might obviously take moves starting in London, but I think that's going to be like progression in the future.
It definitely moves better during New York.
Yeah, I've seen that. Can't really figure it out in London so far. But like yesterday was a nice move in London, and then I tried to catch the continuation and I lost it. Then I had to wait for a support later on.
What are you talking about? Gold?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, looks like gold sells could play out here with open volume, as well as GM buys. Pardon me, if got the hiccups. If this 30-minute can close above this resistance, then it would be a paper trade position. GJ. Interesting. We're gonna call it a day in a couple of minutes anyway, just to let you guys know. I've got to take off to work and that. But it's been an alright day on stream, really. It's just one of them days, you know, where it does what it doesn't want, you know, it does what you didn't want it to do, and it is what it is. Yeah, so GM buys are looking juicy, I must admit. So yeah, from a GM buy perspective, looks pretty solid. Wait for this candle to close up. Obviously GJ, you're way too late to the party taking any positions at this stage. You will have to wait for pullbacks at this stage. Gold sells do look good as well.
Yeah, I'm just looking at that now. I think that you could be right with that.
Push down to that 4-hour key level. Just gotta watch this resistance that's been freshly formed at this stage. As you can see, we did respect the previous range. We broke down out of that previous range, tried to form resistance, we pulled back, and then we created a much stronger confirmation form of resistance at this stage. So as long as that 30-minute can close below this support here, that would make sense for sells. If the 30-minute closes above, very tricky at that point. Can still continue, but just from experience, I'd prefer to see the other version. Now GM buys look very good. Gold, yeah, it needs to close below that little support there. GN is looking solid, so just gonna do like a paper trade position on GN. So let's have a look at the stop loss. Yeah, I think stops below the support is obviously ideal for 27 pips, and then I think you could look to push up to that resistance there for about 30 pips. That's what I would look at as a position on GN.
Look at GJ.
What is it? Just flown off?
Nope.
Oh my god. Well, there you go.
Oh.
This is what we was expected to see before
Yeah,
open,
man.
for goodness
That's
sake.
30 pips. That's good now. In a minute.
Mad.
Not even a minute.
That's what I'm saying, man.
It's exactly what you were saying, isn't it?
Yeah, but this is annoying because last time it done this after I took a buy over here, rather than it pushing up and then doing it.
Imagine this flips and continues up though.
Yeah, trust.
Yeah.
Now you've got a monster move. See, gold. Now gold is tricky because you can see, even though it slightly closed below, the next candle is already pushing up. So probably want to wait for that 30-minute to flip at this stage. Otherwise, gold is just a madness.
Yeah, there's no gold sell there for me.
Yeah, alright, okay. Yeah, GJ is straight down. And then
Broken
obviously,
previous highs.
yeah, GN buys is, I think, the play here. I think GN buys is going to be the play.
Think
Yeah,
about how many
look at
people
that.
put buys on that 1 hour close. So
Yeah.
they're like, oh, buys, it's still going up.
Yeah, in fact, Minor Murray, I think we were good to advise you to secure at your next target because it has not quite got to 167 yet. May still do, but it depends on how long you're willing to hold the trade. That's the problem. Yeah, GN could take a little time to play out. We know that from experience. But yeah. Alright, YouTube. I'm going to call it a day. I'll let you know how this GM trade plays out. That would be probably my only trade for the session. Or ish. We'll call it a trade for the session. But yeah, so GJ at this stage, I'd wait for proper pullbacks. Wait for support to form. Probably around 166. Something like that. Gold. If it's already breaking up with open volume at this stage. Very tricky. GN. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. I think GN should be the play here. 1 hour candle also closed very strong. Closes back above that support. Makes sense. 4 hour. The only problem is the 4 hour still got 2 hours left. So if it does decide to flip in the last 2 hours, what's that going to look like? Well, it's going to be a fake out. You know, you're going to have this 30-minute more than likely breaking back into this range, or even breaking this 30-minute low. So if it started to break that 30-minute low, because that was the candle that gave us the volume to break out, you could 100% manage the trade at that stage. You could even bring your stops to below that if you really wanted to, but I think below the whole range currently makes sense. But if it started to come down, start breaking that low, you could look at that, because that would be the 5-minute structure as well, this 5-minute support. So if the 5 minutes started to come down and break this 5-minute support, you could deal with that. You could do something with that for sure. But hopefully at this current stage, this is just a nice wick forming up on the 30-minute for it to re-break the highs and continue up. You know, or you could play, if you're not in the trade, you could place a buy stop above the current 30-minute. Would be pretty good. But yeah, anyway guys, I'm going to shoot off. So thanks very much everybody in the YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you like the stream. We'll be back tomorrow. It's just kind of an aggro day today. You know, in terms of very tricky to be trying to trade when markets pushed up so much. But you know, it is what it is. We come back tomorrow. You know where the opportunity was. Just review it. Take it down. Collect that data. And yeah. Alright YouTube, take care, have a good day, and we'll see everybody tomorrow morning.
Yeah, guys.
Yep, cheers.